the work that's been done so far in the U.S. context, while there has been some legislation and other initiatives, of course, to prevent gun violence or to have gun control, it has not been sufficient to protect people at all. And I think we can see things really going in the other direction, like the new announcements of the ammunition vending machines that are popping up in some states now in grocery stores. So this culture of violence amongst people within the U.S. has not yet been really affected by the legal initiatives so far. And I think this idea of guns for protection is really sold and marketed to especially the white Christian nationalists, right? Like the young white men who feel that they're being disenfranchised, and the scapegoating of minorities, of queer folks, of women in this context too, has really superseded the right to life and the right to safety of the majority of people in the country. So many mass shootings in the United States are perpetrated by people who are misogynists, who are anti-queer, and or racist, or a combination of all three of these things. And I believe that the U.S. government is complicit in this as well. It's the biggest purveyor of violence globally, of course. It has the biggest military spending in the world. The U.S. military spending last year was $916 billion. This is more than the next top 10 countries combined. And so when the government prioritizes militarism and the idea of strength equaling security, I think that this really is what impacts also the gun culture within the United States. And a lot of this idea of security is really oriented towards protecting elites, right? It's not about the people, because within the United States then, if you're not part of the sort of privileged group within the United States, then you are criminalized for this kind of violence. So at the same time that guns are marketed towards the white Christian nationalists, gun violence or crimes with guns committed by other groups, particularly black men, are criminalized, leading to mass incarceration throughout the United States, and the repression of people stemming all the way back to the period of slavery that we still see today, and these inequalities.
Great.